Hello, Chester here. So we're trying out this deck that reconfigured, but the original ID was actually from Reddit. It's actually multiple posts. One was from Demiurge and one from Dante MTG, which is also a YouTube content creator. So check his channel out. I saw Dante play with Sneaky Snacker. Demiurge had this idea that this is actually a good sack target for the flares because if it dies, you mill two cards and then draw a card. So it's great sack fodder for both blue and black flares. That's why we're going to try this instead of Sneaky Snacker. Sneaky Snacker is always going to be a bad card no matter what. It's just a vanilla 2-1 that you can get back with Brainstorm and Treasure Cruise sometimes. But Heartstabber actually replaces itself even without the flares. So you can perform some chunk blocks with this, buy you some time to find what you need, and it also fuels the graveyard for Treasure Cruise or Frog activations. Now for the sideboard, this is from the blue black tempo sideboard, so I really haven't changed that anything that much. So I expect it to be clunky at this moment. But for the sideboarding plan, I can see taking out Heartstabber most of the time, probably a couple of Flare of Denial in place of these situational counter magic or removal or even the discard spells. We'll it out as we play, so there's no need to create the perfect list yet. Anyway, let's play some games with this deck. All right, opponent won the die roll. So this is a keepable hand, I think. It's a little bit too mana heavy, but seeing Bauble means that are on Dimir tempo. Baleful Strix is very powerful against Dimir tempo. Because if I play this, they have to Bowmasters this, and that means they have to blink first on on the Bowmasters, if that makes sense. Of course, it's worse if I play it onto open mana. Even Heartstabber will look a little bit suspicious. And the reason that we're playing Lórien Revealed and some other inclusions like flares is to enable it. Let's just play out our frog. We're going to run into this problem where, as you can see, we have a lot of the two drops stuck in our hand. As soon as they play their own frog, we can play the Baleful Strix. Well, that also works. We just flare. This is the power of flare. Don't have to care about pool masters much. If they play out the Lurrus, we're not going to crack this because I can Mystic Sanctuary. Alright, let's see if they have another one. We take Lórien Revealed here. Might be too greedy. I keep forgetting about the Heartstabber trigger. It's a non-bow against... It's actually a non-bow with Mystic Sanctuary. Let's see if they mana drain. Yes, that makes sense. They took the... Don't have to block now. Now we could just treasure cruise here. I don't have... I don't even have to sacrifice this. They could probably Bowmasters. Now we're kinda in trouble. Yep, that was unfortunate. Alright, against this tempo deck, he can probably trim on the Heartstabbers, up on the Spell Snare, on Licensers, trim down on the Flares. I think this is probably good. Yeah, this is fine. Nethergoyf. Let's surveil here. Alright, that's pretty good. Don't have to crack the fetch. Alright, they played Bowmasters first. I play it back. Alright. This is a pretty good spot. I guess we brainstorm first. Hmm. Don't think I want these two yet. Let's bait out the Bowmasters. Another Tamio. Hmm. Guess that's fine. Let's shuffle for now. Stay out the frog. I guess we could just do this. That's nice. That's another nice card, but let's save it for next turn. Let's just keep taxing their graveyard. Hmm, guess we just pass. Right? Since they mana drained, alright, that's a pretty good play. They had another one. Right, let's try to play the Lurrus. Nice. That was a long game. How do I play now? Guess cut a Bauble for a thought seeds. Think the rest stays. The sideboard definitely needs work, but it's hard. It's hard to sideboard for something like this. I even ended up removing the Aven Heartstabber. Wonder what they take here. All right, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Again, that gives away Flare. Okay, let's just get another Watery Grave. Getting the Strix out. Wonder if I should have fought over that. Probably not. I get blown out by Spell Pierce instead. kind of weird because I can hard cast flares now. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's just push. I'm not gonna play the Mystic Sanctuary now. I have to save this. They can spell pierce. I guess I could always Flare of Malice. I can exile my whole yard for this. Don't really care that much. Let's save the Tameo. Right? Nice, nice. Good showing so far. Alright, opponent is playing first. Looks like a great hand. We're going to see how Heartstabber performs here. Oh no, this looks like prowess. Hmm. Guess we lead with sync. Tapped here. Definitely not a good spot. Don't think Bowmasters does anything here. Wanna keep frog. We have to cycle Lórien Revealed. Kinda just have to bluff. We have it here. Hmm. 357. 7, 11. Alright, we just lose. We failed the removal check, we lose. I don't think we need Flare of Denial in here. Shooter is fine, I guess. Tamio could be fine. Don't think I want Spell Pierce. Alright, this is okay. What I could do here is turn one Misty Forest, Brainstorm, Lorien Revealed on my upkeep, Blood Chiefsters there, one drop. Since they're not doing anything here, let's just Sewers first. Okay, that's good. I have to be aware of Blood Moon here. So this is going to be an island, but I'm not going to fetch. There's also no reason to flip Tamio there. You can, since they're trying to slow down the game, we can play at their pace. Since they're trying to slow the game down, we have Tamio here generating clues for us. Seems like they don't have anything here. Yes, now we can brainstorm. We have an extra Tamio. Bottom this. And the Tamio. Play out another brainstorm. Okay, that's better. We're gonna play Heartstabber next. Let's just play Spell Snare on that. Huh. I think we just chill. Okay. Let them resolve their triggers first. Alright, that's fine. And I changed my mind. I just want to draw here. Unholy Heat, huh? I should have unlicensors then. Let's see what they do here. Okay. So not now that I know that they're on breach, we should bring in unlicensors. Probably cut a stabber here. Maybe even a Tamio. Let's do this. Not sure if I want the Stone of Eric. I guess this is fine. What's the 4? They seem to be drawing into what they need. Need to find a land. Alright, there's a land. Here's a Strix. You can play Frog. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Di ka nun holy hit. You can just block. This block is free because we have Brainstorm. Now we Lórien Revealed on upkeep. Let's get Watery Grave. That's 7. Alright. Let's discard. Now the frog is on off the unholy heat range. Forgot they can cruise. Maybe this is a troll. Okay. Alright. It was almost a troll. Almost a troll. Nice, nice, nice. Let's play first. Feel like the name is familiar. Not sure where I've seen the name. Let's hold a push. All right. Guess we're just going to pass here. All right. I can tap out here since the only play that can punish us next turn is a Famu plus Brainstorm, which is unlikely. They already cast the Brainstorm. Let's see if they counter this. Spell Pierce. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is cycle this for an island, play Baleful Strix, hold up, push. They could play out like a Orcish Bowmaster. Okay, that's really unexpected. They counter. Alright, they get Lurrus. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then here we can get the flare back. That was actually a mistake. They could play Lurrus now. Yeah, I played that badly. And I thought I left the flare here. And I doubled down by getting the cruise. Alright. I guess this is a test of this deck. If this deck is truly strong, I won't have problems recovering from this. Let's attack with a frog. Alright, they're so far ahead now. Another frog. Alright, time to concede. Yeah, I messed this up. So, Flare of Denials out. Some Heartstabbers out. Spell Snare in. Here's in. Guess a Bauble could go. Probably one more Heartstabber. Let's play first. This hand is basically two Tamios and nothing else. Alright, this is better. Sewers here. Alright, that's good. Here, I think I just want to Baleful Strix. If they snare this, it's fine. There's a Fatal Push. There's a land drop. Let's play the Strix. Let's spell snare. Pass. Let's try to ambush. Yes, let's let it hit us. Let's tutor for Strix, I guess. Right? Nice. Another one. Man. Alright. Yeah, I'm not blocking with this. Alright, keeping the blue flare isn't a good decision here. I think they're using the championship, or not the championship, the qualifier weekends version of Frog, which has a 3-3 spell pierce and spell nerf configuration. Looks pretty good. I kind of have no choice here. I have to go for it. If they have the answer, then we just lose. It's a matter of they wanted it more. That's interesting. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Why did they take mana drain? I guess I still do this regardless. Let's see if we can get back. Or 6. That's huge. See, let's get the swamp. All right, let's block here. Guess we just brainstorm here. Right, since they mana drain, that's kind of perfect. I killed the Tamio since they can flip it. Ah, okay. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't survive this. Maybe the frog play was a mistake. All right, that's probably going to do it. Yeah, it never crossed my mind I could be locked by Bowmasters. Let's see what happens if I do this. Probably lost this anyway. Mercy of our top decks again. Yep, that's game. That was intense. Okay, right. Think that's it. As of now, we are 6-1 with the deck. I actually wanted to record, started, I wanted to start recording once I hit 5-0. Hold on. Is this right? Sorry, I was lying. I wanted to start recording when I was 4-0 or at least 3-0 with the deck because I really felt that the deck had legs and isn't really that embarrassing to make a video about. So at the moment, we mostly played meta decks. The only off meta deck was the Izzet Prowess deck. We faced Boros Energy, Black White, Saurian Scam. I forgot what the blue white deck was. I think this was Control. And we've actually faced three Dimir Tempo decks already. Yeah, and it was really great because if you look at the records, I was just 2-0 in every match, and my luck began to run out as soon as I started recording. But that is fine. Still won some games, provided some good content, and I'm good with that. All right, so what do I think of the deck? I do think this is another take of the UV deck, but you're hinging more on the free spells. And I think this plays a lot more like control than tempo, but I'm not really sure because it feels like these threats are not actually threats. They are actually removal spells on a stick. Except for the Heartstabber, I think you're going to rarely see this getting turned on. And at best, it could probably trade into a Ragavan, or it could block one time against a big creature, and then you draw off that. Or the best use case of Heartstabber is just playing the flares, sacking the Heartstabber. But on longer games like that last one, I think if we did find a Heartstabber, it's a high chance that it's just a 3-3 death touch with flying. And I do like having access to these lands, though that means we only have access to one Mystic Sanctuary, which might affect our long games. Because if you had two Mystic Sanctuaries, you could probably use one for, let's say, the situational spell. If you need a removal spell, you can waste a Sanctuary trigger on one, and then the other is for the card advantage aspects. I like Tutor being in the main deck here since we're running flares. You're mostly going to tap out and you're only going to hold up Flare of Denial or Malice once you have a complete board set up. Sometimes they'll just ignore the Stabber or the Baleful Strix. And as long as there isn't any pressure on you, you don't really have to sacrifice or use this as at its second mode where you have to sacrifice it. You could just play this as a cancel while you attack them with a bunch of 1/1s. Flare of Malice has been great, especially when responding to removal spells. There's a lot of instances that will happen. especially in mirrors where you play Bowmasters, or even when they respond to Baleful Strix with Bowmasters, you could get them with Flare of Malice. I guess this is a tempo deck. Not sure. The way that interaction plays out is pretty much tempo. But yeah, this archetype hasn't been proven to be a good contender in the meta yet. But maybe we could find some stuff, or maybe we could find some cards that we can use in the UB shell. But as it stands, I think the best configuration of the UB tempo deck is still, let's see, it's still something like this. I actually saw a list that's pretty nice. Instead of Toxic Deluge and Cling to Dust, they just had three spell snare and three spell pierce. So maybe you could emulate that. I kind of dislike spell pierce, especially in this meta. I want to, I kind of prefer the discard spells because the discard spells, they are bad in their early game, but they're always going to hit something unless you're both hellbent. But going back, the sideboard could use a lot of work. I don't really know how to perform cuts, especially in a deck like this. So my go-to has been just cut the bad card, which is, I think, Aven Heartstabber is the worst card among the bunch. And if you cut on Heartstabbers, that means you're also cutting on flares because you're going to have less creatures to sacrifice. So there's a lot of work to be done here. I think I need to sit down on how to build the sideboard. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.